Hey guys, welcome back to Pal Gang. So today we are going to break down the 3x3 world record of Yusheng, which was 3.47. So 3.47 is an insanely fast time, especially on a 3x3. I mean, on a 2x2 it is still a pretty good time, but on a 3x3 it's insane. Now, there have been other YouTube videos that have records like this and this. And those two videos were of Max Park, who's an amazing speedcuber, and Felix Zemdegs, who is also an amazing speedcuber. Those records were at home. And to be a world record, you need to have it in an actual competition. So that's what Yusheng had. He actually set the record in a competition. So if, for example, Max Park would have had that scramble and would have set that record in a competition, then that would have been the world record. But that's why it can't be at home. It has to be in a real competition. So today I'm going to break down what actually happened to Yusheng in that record and how he got an extremely lucky solve when he solved his cube. So here I'm going to show you guys some footage of the solve when it really happens. And notice, some cubers don't want to videotape their solves. A lot of YouTubers videotape their solves, but some cubers don't want to videotape their solves. And Yusheng didn't videotape his solve. So the camera is actually a security camera, which is crazy. It was actually taken on a security camera because there was no other videotape. So they took it on a security camera, and that's what it's coming from. But in the video, I'm going to zoom it in so you can actually see his cube and not the rest of where the security camera came from. So let's cue the video. So as you guys know, the camera quality from the security camera wasn't that good, but somehow, someway, someone figured out, or maybe it was Yusheng who first broke down the solve, and then it went viral. So then the solve got broken down by a lot of people, and so somehow, I wouldn't be able to do it on my own, but someone figured out how to break down the solve, and that's what I'm gonna do for you guys today. So the scramble will be right up here at the top of the screen, and the scramble was with white on top and green facing you. And Yusheng did it with a red cross. So we're going to do it with a red cross also. So, and then the scramble will be at the top of the screen, so I'll go slow during the scramble for those of you who don't know cube notation. So here's the scramble. F clockwise, U2, L2, back 2, F counterclockwise, U clockwise, L2, U clockwise, R2, D2, and that was a D prime too, but you can do it either way. L prime, B, L2, B prime, R2, U2. And that is the official scramble that Yusheng had when he made the world record. So now I'm going to break it down. And just so you know, no one has even come close to the record that Yusheng set. Or, I mean, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It probably isn't Yusheng, so if you're watching this, or I shouldn't say that, not Yusheng. So I'm probably not saying it right. Here is what it should sound like.
与声度
So Google Translate said it sounded like Yusheng. So that's how I'm going to pronounce it. I still hope I'm saying it right. And let's start breaking down the solve. Now, you guys can trust me with this solve. I have done it myself a lot of times, so you guys can know to trust me. But here is what Yusheng did in inspection. So he did red cross because, as you can see, there's those two cross pieces. And just so you know, guys, if you're not like that much into speed cubing, for you guys to know, a lot of speed cubers that are super fast are color neutral, which means they solve crosses on any side of the cube. So in the beginner method, it teaches white cross, but on really fast speed cubers do it on any other side, and they put it on the bottom. So just so you know, that's what Yusheng did. So he found those two red pieces, and then he found this red pair, this piece, which are both sort of easy, and then this pair. Now here is what he did. So that's what he saw in inspection, and then this is what he did. So he held it with the red on the bottom, the orange on top, and the white facing him. And first he did U, then he did R2, and then, as you can see, that piece was inserted into the cross. Then he did U prime, and then he has this pair. So to preserve it and put that piece in, this is a very lucky part. He did, this would be F prime, then he put that piece in like you normally should, and that pair is already in. So he put that piece in like that, and then he could have put it up like that, but instead he kept it like this. And then he already had this pair that he tracked in inspection, so he moved it with a U prime, and then he put it in. And then that is how he already solved those two pairs. Now, coincidentally, he had this super easy pair right here, so he did a U prime, and then he put it in. But while he did that, he did an R2 to cancel in to pairing these two together. So he didn't just put it in and then find that pair using look ahead. For example, he was like this, so he put that pair in, and then he did the R2 or R prime 2 to pair that together, and then he did a U2 to pair that in. Now he was at OLL, which is very simple. He did a backsoon, which was to flip these three corners, and as you can see, there was that pair right there, so he wanted to preserve it, and that way he would do a backsoon, which is with the right, using right prime. And I think, in my personal opinion, it's easier to do it with your left hand like that. But what he did was he did a backsoon like this, and then he ended up having a PLL skip, so he just did a U-turn, and that is how he solved it in 3.47 seconds. Thank you guys for watching this video. So that really was the full reconstruction, and somehow Yusheng did that in 3.47 seconds, and he did it super quick. And when that happened, like, there was a bunch of disbelief, but all I would think that you'd need is a picture, because then it's not like pictures are real and people can see pictures to know he set the record. So here's the picture of him when he set the record, and it was a truly amazing solve. As you can see in the solve, it was super lucky because in the beginning he had the two pairs to start off with, the red pairs, and then he also ended up having a PLL skip in the end. So to set a world record, you need an extremely lucky solve. Like in 2x2, they have 4 move solves, and that's what makes 2x2 super lucky. but he had an extremely lucky solve, and that's how he did it in 3.47 seconds. Guys, thank you for watching this video. So that is how Yusheng set the world record in that amazing solve, and it was such a cool solve when he did it, and it was a mind-blowing solve because of how quick it was. If you haven't already, please click the subscription button. It will be right in there, the arrow's pointing right to it. And then check out our other content. We have many videos on patterns, tutorials, and basically unboxings and every other cube video that's out there. So make sure to check out all of our other content and subscribe, and make sure to click that bell like it shows right down here, so then you can get notified of whenever a new video comes out. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon.